So here we are with episode 10 of The Witch and the Beast. Last episode, we finished up the Witch and the Demon Sword act, and I really enjoyed that four-parter. Got a nice backstory between Helga and Ashgun. We got our Yuri kiss, really fulfilled my my Yuri needs for this season because it's very lacking. But at the very least, we're gonna get more Yuri in the next season. According to the episode title, it seems like we might be learning a little bit more about the origin witch, or the origin witches, since there are 17, but we're just gonna have to see what this episode has in store for us. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access in the YouTube memberships. Other than that, let us get started. Oh, my precious first kiss. Very nice. But the cat doesn't show up? What do you mean you'd rather not know? You opened your eyes and she was on top of you. Shortest path to her goal. Uh-oh. You're... Uh-oh. You're just how you're... Uh-oh. A witch! Guido. A witch! Immediately comes on over. Brewings. A witch with a big cauldron. What, you injured your leg from jumping down? Like... No? Yeah. So she felt so... I better put it right for you. Oh? She's just getting attacked by... I don't know. Do you have eyes? You just got eye sockets? Yeah, except for her arm. Can't be that easy to just casually finding a witch, huh? What is this, a confession booth? No? One with a witch? Oh, it's the first time we actually see Ashsaf, like, lose his composure. A humble herbalist. The kids are just here now. I swear to Christ, that girl is the fucking witch or something. Oh, is that the executioner? Oh, she has eyes. Oh yeah, that is an executioner. Is he the other guy's partner, or? Wow! By passing inside this cloak. So is this a forbidden instrument? What happened to him, huh? Okay, it is a forbidden instrument. Man just got an invisibility cloak. Where is my little brother? It's probably dead. Oh. You can't trust characters with foggy glasses. Is that the witch that... Is the witch... Is that the... Is that an origin witch? There's a witch in this city. But is it possibly the witch that cursed? Ah. Okay. I made one just like yours. Oh my god. Give me yours. Oh. Oh, she's creaky bones and all. Well, it's just fucking hate that's moving her. Just in case she tries to do anything, yeah. But now she's... Of course. Oh, she just murked the executioner. But not that guy who's always with you. It was just a good opportunity. Rumors only you would take seriously. Using my body. I was wondering, she kind of looked like her. So this is a witch's body. Okay, so... Oh, wow, what a fucking curse, dude. Oh my god. Yes? Oh. Oh. So close yet so far. Really out here just be here to taunt her. Yeah, free cloak! And unbreaking toys! The most fun of all! Oh, here she is! That's right. She's just gotta live. Damn, she just wrote BL on there, on his chest. But she gets out by switching bodies? The Eternal Witch. Of course she is. It begins at last. Of her actually wanting to take it seriously. Oh, Hamburg. Damn. Someone's upset. Mm. Damn, just fucking fighting. 3 years ago. Okay, this is gonna end. Well, now you mention it, are we gonna get a flashback? But okay, we're introduced to the antagonist of this series, right? Angela, the most powerful origin witch of all, the Eternal Witch. And of course, we've got to have a nice little taunt out here. But now we have to figure out why Ashsaf cares so much about Guido. Guido? Much more than his own life. Is that? Because they're always showcasing, like, the witches and, like, they're different. So that's Angela. Okay. Preview. Okay. Alright. We're gonna go right back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 10 of The Witch and the Beast. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty good episode. We've got just a little tiny detail about the order, about like the corridors and how they don't particularly have a headquarter, or at least one that we know of. It's a very secretive it's a very secretive organization. And then we've got the introduction of the antagonist of the series, which is Angela, the Eternal Witch, and that she has gone past her expiration date of 200 years, and she's just living forever, just playing with people and enjoying her life out there as one of the most powerful witch in the world. We also got to see Ashsaf lose his composure for the first time, him actually showcasing some other sort of expression, and it comes from the fact that there's the possibility of Guido, perhaps not to say dying, but Guido being in genuine danger because she is going up against the person who cursed her in the first place, right? The person who is let's say, so much more powerful than her. We've also learned a little bit more about Thread's pull, and since I'm on here, this is a short one, so just talking about how the curse and the cursor develop a special bond with each other, and that the threads of fate draw them to one another. And we have Angela, who talks to Guido, where she says, as long as the both of us want to see each other, we will end up meeting, because it's the thread's pull. And so it makes it very funny that throughout this whole time, the reason why we didn't get to see Angela is because she was just busy playing with other people. As she says, right? I was playing with someone else before, but maybe I'm bored. It just wasn't as fun anymore. So that's why I'm here. I want to talk to you. But she also says, I want to talk to you, but I don't want to talk with the man beside you. So it's an interesting thought. On either the fact that she doesn't really, she just wants to have a one-on-one conversation with Guido, right? And she just doesn't want Ashsaf to be there. But then I do wonder if, like, maybe she has some sort of issue with him, or again, she just wants to, get the third wheel out of the way. So it's very interesting that, well, not very interesting. It's funny that that's literally just the reason why we haven't seen Angela. She's just been busy with other people. Moving away from the thread's pull, here we are at one of the corridors for the Order of the Magical Resonance. And again, right, there's no headquarters that we know of. They are very secretive, and you have to sign a magical contract that will keep you bound from saying, whatever things that's going to keep the secret, that's going to spill the secret of the order. And since Guido didn't sign up for this, she can't enter the corridors. I like the way that they showcase the secret entrance with Ashsaf having a transparent paper, I suppose. I thought it was glass, but from the way that it looks like he's holding it, it kind of just looks like a transparent paper. So he does that, the door shows up. There's a little cat there too, but the cat, I presume, is also magical, so it went off and vanished. I presume the corridors is kind of like a maze-like thing, where Ashsaf is coming up to this place, which I initially thought was possibly like a confession booth, but it's kind of like the panels for the confession booth, where he just goes and asks, like, hey, what room is this connected to? And they tell him the specific rooms, and he just says, like, oh, I want this room particularly, and it's in this whatever places. So it's all very secretive, and it's all very like maze-like, which helps the order not get discovered as much, or not to get like outsiders to be able to find their secret headquarters or whatever, or at least just get into these rooms of theirs. I wish we got to see what this room was that Ashsaf wanted to take Helga into, but unfortunately it got interrupted by the whole the whole witch stuff, right? The fact that Angela is here. And so here we are with Guido and Angela, right? In this part, well, actually, in this scene before, Ashsaf is just like, oh, don't worry, she follows orders, she's just gonna sit there and chill, unless there's gonna be something relating to witches, then she'll probably jump off. And well, guess what? There was a rumor about witches, right? There's just kids talking about, there's just a witch brewing out here, just casually, it's just a witch out here. And of course, it is Angela who's the one that's spreading the rumor, as she says, right? This is the first girl who comes in, she's just like, oh, I told you guys that this was a witch and you didn't believe me. You can't trust characters with foggy glasses, alright? Glasses where you can't see their goddamn eyes. Can't trust them, man. You can't trust them. I will say, these kids, they certainly look like teenagers, and they certainly sound like teenagers. Hopefully they didn't die. We only saw the executioner get wrecked, but hopefully they didn't die. So Guido follows the kids, where she ends up finding the supposed witch. She also noticed that there was something wrong with her feet at this moment. She's just like, something's up here. And as she's about to do a little attack, her leg dies out on her. She tries to throw a punch, but that one she's also prevented. We've also got some doggos and a cat just coming in to attack. Very fun, you know. They're very they've got a fierce loyalty for their owner, which, you know what, if this woman got dogs who are got a dog and a cat who is loyal to her, must be a good person, right? I find it very fun that, like, she looks a little spooky, like her eye sockets are just not there, but then the moment the reveal is that she's not actually a witch, in the next scene we see her, she's just, her eyes are back, right? Her eye sockets aren't like all black anymore. As everybody is just in the herbalist's house, just chilling, we get to see an executioner who comes, and he was the partner of the other executioner who died, and he said that it was his little brother. But hey, you know what? At least you'll probably get to meet him in hell or something when you die. And so we see this guy uses his cloak, which takes you on over to a secret world, and the only way for you to move is through the cloak that he has. And unfortunate for him, right? He's just out here trying to find his little brother and all that. But he got right in the middle of Guido and Angela's business. Here we have the first introduction of Angela, and she's able to move because she can just easily recreate the cloak that the executioner has, which is like a forbidden instrument, and she's just like, yeah, you know, I just copied it. Here it is. And it just really showcases how powerful she is, that she can just create a forbidden instrument, and it works exactly the same as the one that they are using right now. But as she says, right, the one that she creates wear out quickly, so she just takes the cloak of the executioner instead. And, you know, I'm just over here thinking about how she's one of the most powerful witch, and now she just so happens to grab a forbidden instrument that allows her to go invisible. Yo, now she can just fucking stalk Guido whenever she wants. And just goes around fuck with her. Here we learn from Angela that the body that Guido is in is actually her body. And as she says, a witch's flesh is all about adaptability, which is why it was a lot easier for Guido's soul to settle within this body. And so I suppose Angela just took over somebody else's body, right? This is supposed to be another person's body that she just took over. And from what we hear from Helga, she says that a witch's lifespan is is only up to 200. Does that mean that they just die once they hit 201? But I presume Angela is able to live on because she's able to just switch over to a whole different body. Or she can just copy another body if she has, like, the ability to copy. But then again, she says if she copies something, it might wear out a little bit long. So I'm just gonna go back to the idea of she's probably just put her soul into somebody else, and she's already has the ability to take her soul out of her body and put somebody else's soul into her body. Here in this scene, we get to see why Angela likes Guido so much. It's because Guido doesn't break, and her spirit is just never ending. Her rage, her anger, her hatred for Angela is just never ending. She is just running straight on, like, on hatred right now. Right? From what we saw when when the executioner was still alive, right? He gave her the ability to hear and see or talk, somewhere around there. But the moment she sees Angela, she just immediately gets up despite the limit that she has, and the executioner is very surprised, right? Just moving on just pure hatred for Angela. And as Angela says, she was playing with somebody else before, and now she's bored, and so here she is back with Guido, telling her, hey, how about we start off, how about we continue where we left off, right? I wanna continue our games again. And she's just over here like, I'm gonna leave some signposts for you so you know where I am, you know, come on and go on a little chase game with me. Very fun, huh? Also, she's just out here kissing and licking Guido just to piss her off, but also at the same time, like that was her own body. So like, is this does this count as self-cess? Either way, she left Guido hanging on by a thread, but doesn't really matter how injured Guido is. She's just going to, again, run on just pure hate. And I do wonder if, like, the fast healing ability comes from Guido herself, or it's because she is in a witch's body. Not really sure, not really sure. Actually, now that I think about it, Helga got stabbed through the chest, and all she really needed was just a little healing magic, and like she's fucking fine. So perhaps it could also be like it's a witch's body that allows her to heal a little bit faster as well. But we've got a little carving from Angela that says, it really just looks like it says BL, but I think it might say B4. It kind of looks like a 4 actually now that I see like this low line down here. Yeah, it might look like B4. Oh, I was for a second I was just like, oh, is it like one of the signs that she gives her? Are we on a chessboard? Afterwards, we've got a very angry Guido as she realized that it was Ashsaf who put a little bit of a restriction on her. She noticed her legs stopped moving, her arms stopped moving, and even Ashsaf said, I kind of just left her in pieces because I didn't want her to do anything. But as what Ashsaf said, he cares about Guido even more than his own life. And so we have to see what had happened 3 years ago, if they're gonna show us that in the next episode, on why Ashsaf cares so much about Guido. And which is why I thought it was so funny that I thought that Angela wrote the word BL on that guy's chest. I was just like, hey, you know what? If Ashsaf just loves Guido, especially when she's in her own body, that's totally fine too. Just gays all around. We didn't see Helga in the final scene, so I presume Helga is just somewhere else with the Order right now, or she's just not here at the current moment. But Ashsaf did say that, you know, he's out here to protect her and all that, but it looks like the Order is the same as the Executioners, where they operate in pairs, so, you know, maybe not really here to operate in threes. Maybe Helga would get her own partner. I mean, Ashgun is there. Not that he can do anything, you know, but he's there. Okay, I was just looking at my notes again, and I was looking at the undoing a witch's curse, right? There's originally there's only 2 ways, but we find out that the third way is to kiss the witch. But the first one is to get a kiss from a true love, and I just feel like, hey, you know what? What if Ashsaf just loves Guido this whole time, you know? He kisses her, breaks the curse. Yes! Take that, Angela. She's gonna be like, so you know that if you kiss me, you're gonna undo the curse, huh? But not like this, alright? Just you wait, Angela. Ashsaf's gonna give Guido a peck on the lips. Curse undone. But other than that, really enjoyed this episode. I presume the last 2 episodes, if it's the last 2, or I actually can't remember if it's 13, but I'm just gonna assume it's 12. And if it's 12, I maybe will have another 2-parter. Who knows? I will be very surprised if we just don't see Fenora and Johan in the last 2 episodes. It was just, if we don't, it's just like, well, they were really just there for the 2 episodes in this series. But we will just have to see how they're going to end this series. I've been really enjoying this one a lot so far, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna say until we finish this anime. But if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.